What's good, everybody? Welcome back. I had a little time off. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of research on my time off, and last couple of days I've been just grinding out, doing research. And working and taking care of what I got to take care of, such as my family and securing that future for my family. But I love doing the show and I'm gonna keep on doing it, man. I'm non-stop. Political Mondays. I'm gonna keep on. I may take off a week. Just my schedule's been busy because I also do the music. So I'm doing music videos. Writing music, making beats and stuff like that. So my schedule is fully filled up currently at this point in time. So I don't mind it because this is what I love to do. This is what I dream of doing, and that's it. That's all I can say about that. But welcome. This is Geno's reporting live with Political Mondays. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna basically be talking about today a few things. One, North Korea. Basically, they need to be handled, and the reason they need to be handled, and I don't like war. I don't like death. I none of that. But they are a threat. They are a threat to civilization. You got Kim Jong Un, whatever his fucking name is. Excuse my language. Whatever his name is, he's kind of like a man child type of guy, and he's just always playing around with shit that he shouldn't be playing around with. And I personally believe that he is unfit. I personally believe he is unfit to lead his country, and I think he needs to be taken out. Um, Whether he go to jail, whether he pay for the crimes that he committed against humanity, because he did some shit. He had people killed, and his family members. He fed them to dogs, and just a whole bunch of disgusting, inhumane stuff. So over the weekend, I think they tested the ICBM, which is a tactical missile that could reach Alaska, Hawaii, whatever they feel that they could reach. I think they could start. We have the technology to knock it out, of course, but they do have the technology currently, which I believe they are like ten years behind us. Who knows though? You never know. Our government needs a reform. Our government is corrupt, yes, but we are a nation of free people. Well, I'm not going to say free because we are slaves to debt, but I believe the people are awakening and we're going to get out of that. And I will be doing some videos educating people on how we can, as a people, get out of that. But we're talking about North Korea today and why the reasons we need to get rid of them. Now, I personally don't believe we should get rid of them like, like drop a bomb on their country. Because I feel the people don't, they're innocent. Why, yes, the soldiers and stuff like that, but the people, for the most part, is men, women, and children that are just born to live in a country. They, like people that are, here that don't like the American politics and stuff like that. They don't want to be involved, you know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like if you're in a country, you should respect its rules. But North Korea is third world slavery, like deep into slavery, like inhumane things, and they're not free. They worship Kim Jong Un as God, and they view him as God, and I don't think that's right. I don't think any man should be worshipped as a god. So I personally believe, now here's my view. I think we should just knock out, and I heard that North Korea has underground facilities that they've been working on for years. So, we're gonna have to do a lot of digging if we're gonna get Kim Jong Un. And I believe that, if we got a drone or something, we can knock him out. Let's do that. I don't know, but if we go into a war, it's gonna be a long war. or it could be short. It could be short, but it's gonna be one or the other, because we trying to get in and get out. I don't agree with dropping big ass bombs on cities. I do not. Too many innocent lives. No, no casualties. Should be just destroy the military complexes, and that's it. That's it. Don't, these women and children and people don't deserve to die because of this asshole leader. You know what I'm saying? And they don't deserve to die because of our, we got a lot of, deep state government officials that don't belong in power in our country. We have a corrupt government. We need to worry about our government, but we have to handle this threat. So, we got to handle what we need to handle. So, as a patriot, as an American citizen, I do agree with taking out Kim Jong-un. I do agree. And, they are enslaving their people to a degree that is far worse than what's going on over here. And I believe those people need to be free. So enough of me ranting. I believe that we've been going on off a little tangent here. But if you have any comments or if you have anything to say, please comment. I'm going to go into the 10 crazy laws that exist in North Korea right now. And, I just want people to know that I don't take this as a joke. I don't take this as a joke at all. I view myself as a human being that is a family man. I'm a family man and I love my family, but I take everything with a grain of salt. But I don't take this as a joke. I'm just showing the truth, and I want to show the truth to the public, to my audience, because I have a decent audience. I don't have the biggest audience, but I do have a decent. I will want a greater audience. So if you can share, like, subscribe, that would be appreciated. Please, I need this because I want to help people. Also, when I'm being helped, I will help people. I love helping people. That's what I'm about. So these are the 10 crazy laws that only exist in North Korea. Not to go into crazy shit.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 crazy laws that only exist in North Korea. North Korea is one of the most bizarre countries on Earth. With no other countries or unions around to interfere, they can enforce any laws they want on their people. And these are the craziest of all of their laws. Before we start, be sure to like the video and subscribe, and comment I subscribed and I'll try to reply. So, coming in at number 10, we have crying. It's natural to cry when someone close to you, like one of your parents or grandparents, passes away. But most people probably don't cry when their nation's leader passes away. In North Korea, however, this is not an option. The leader of North Korea is treated like a god, and citizens have to pray to a statue of him every day. The current leader of North Korea is the infamous Kim Jong-un. However, before 2012, the leader was Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il. All citizens were forced to attend his funeral service, and they all had to cry. Those who didn't attend, or even did attend but didn't cry enough, were sentenced to 6 months in a labor camp, which many ex-prisoners have compared to Hitler's concentration camps. So there can be no one too manly and tough to cry in North Korea. Next up, we have haircuts. When you go to your barber or hair salon, you might get a conservative haircut or a more out there haircut. It's nice to have a choice, right? Well, in North Korea, you don't have this choice. Not only do you have to get a conservative haircut, you also have to pick from a government-approved selection of just 14 haircuts, with women generously being allowed 18 haircuts. The country really seems to care about hair, as in 2004, they released a 6-part TV series called Let Us Trim Our Hair in Accordance with a Socialist Lifestyle. The title might not be that catchy, but with the lack of TV stations in North Korea, the show pulled in a good amount of viewers. The government also have surveillance cameras in public places to catch people who don't have state-approved haircuts, to catch and punish any crazy rebels who decide to get their haircut a centimeter too short. Next up, we have Bibles. In America and many other parts of the world, Bibles are everywhere, and it wouldn't be uncommon to see one in a bedroom drawer or in a hotel room. However, in North Korea, Bibles and any other religious practices are banned, and this includes other religious texts such as the Torah and the Quran. The government are worried that people will learn that freedom exists and might even begin to worship religious figures rather than their country's leader. If anyone is found with a Bible, even if they're a tourist, it's confiscated, and they could face punishment if they're a citizen or deportation location if they're a tourist. So if you're a devout Christian, then I suggest not going to North Korea. Next up, we have television. For many, watching TV is a popular pastime, whether you like to binge watch trashy TV or keep up with current events. Well, in North Korea, there's only 2 television channels available, but it's not exactly HBO and ABC. The channels are owned and strictly controlled by the state, and the purpose of both channels is to promote North Korean propaganda. One of the channels shows public service announcements of propaganda such as the Hair series that we talked about before. The other provides news, however the news is often inaccurate and revolves around promoting Kim Jong-un, and of course criticizing and lying about the United States and its allies. Next up, we have no cars. I'm sure you can't walk outside without seeing a car or two. Well, in North Korea, if you walk outside, chances are you won't see any cars at all. Only certain people, such as people working in government, are allowed to own a car. The cars they do have are comparable to the American cars of the 1970s, as North Korea hasn't caught up with automobile technology. Probably because the number of people who have cars in North Korea is so small. In fact, only 1 in every 1,000 people own a car. To put that into perspective, in the United States, 1 in every 1.3 people own a car. In fact, there's such little traffic that people tend to just walk on the roads rather than on the sidewalks, as the chances of being hit by a car are pretty much 0. Next up, we have free time. While it's not good to lounge around all day doing nothing, it is nice to relax after a long day's work. However, in North Korea, there's no room for free time. Everyone must work at least 70 days straight, and if they want to take a day off, they have to pay a lot of money. The citizens have a 6-day work week with an extra 4th day of volunteer work. This means there's no free time in North Korea. This is so the economy is as good as they can make it. Because North Korea doesn't trade with other countries, their economy is very weak, and North Korea sees people as resources rather than people, so simply use them for labor. Next up, we have no photos. If you go on vacation, there's no doubt you'll want to take a few holiday snaps. But if you decide to take a trip to North Korea, then you're going to come into some trouble if you want to photograph your vacation. It's illegal for tourists to take photos of North Korean citizens if they're not dressed well. It's also illegal to take any photos of people who are malnourished or poor. Images that show North Korea as being inefficient and not having enough resources are also not allowed. And of course, photos of their military and government buildings are also banned in North Korea. And despite the fact that the government spies on their people with cameras all over major towns, citizens are banned for the most part from owning cameras unless they're Kim Jong-un's appointed propaganda photographers. Next up, we have women soldiers. While you might think that a country so stuck in the times wouldn't give women many rights, North Korea do allow women in their army and have a whole unit dedicated to them. However, this doesn't mean that the female soldiers of North Korea have it easy. To become a soldier, they have to go to a brainwashing military camp where they learn phrases such as "we are killing Americans." And when they graduate, they have to work for hours and hours every day. They're frequently used in parades to make the country look good, and as a result of this, they have to have the exact same haircut and wear the same miniskirt uniforms. They're also often tied together by the neck with wire to keep them all in line and looking good in parades. It's safe to say that this army is one of the most poorly treated in the world. Next up, we have family punishment. If you commit a crime, you go to jail and then you're released. Simple. Well, things are very different in North Korea. If you commit a crime, it's not just you who suffers. The country has a law called 3 generations of punishment. This means if someone commits a crime, not only would they be punished, but their parents and their wife and kids will be too. Regardless of your parents who may be old-aged, or your kids who may be young or even unborn, the whole family of a person who's broken one of North Korea's strict rules are sentenced to work in labor camps with no food or breaks. And sadly, most people don't make it out. And next up, we have voting. While North Korea is a dictatorship, meaning they have no choice over who their leader is, it's the law that every citizen has to vote, otherwise they can be sent to a labor camp. The odd thing about the voting system in North Korea is that there's only one candidate, Kim Jong-un. No one else has the money, power, or voice to run against him. And while there have been times when others have been listed on voting ballots as well as Kim, these were just fake political leaders that were made up to make North Korea look more fair. North Korea's official name is the People's Democratic Republic of Korea, but it looks like their people don't get much democracy. And that just about wraps up this video. Check out the poll in the top right corner and you guys can vote for the craziest law.
F you, bro. Wow. So that's just a sample of what is going on there. There's so much weird shit. I mean, there's weird shit everywhere on planet Earth, I know. Okay, but that country is screwed, bro. That country is screwed. Wow. I didn't see that video, so this is just a surprise for me. Like I didn't know it was that crazy. Um, I just would like to say that I advocate to go in there, take out the leader, take out all the government officials, free those people, man. Those people don't deserve to live like that. That's wrong. That's terrible, bro. That's wrong. And they whatever, accept those people over here. As refugees, if we do go in there, we're gonna have to take in a lot of refugees, and I believe most refugees should be going to South Korea, because I know we are allied with South Korea. So, thank you everybody for vibing with me this Monday on Political Mondays. Tomorrow, I'm changing the title to from Ratchet Tuesdays to Uplift Tuesdays, because I'm not following the path of World Star, Media Takeout, and all those media outlets that have been, I would say, downgrading our community, the black community, the minority community, and I just, I'm not gonna advocate to seeing our people fight and kick each other's asses, and all the fuckery niggery that has been going on. And screw you, World Star. That's all I gotta say. But I appreciate everybody. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Man, the first week was a success. So let's keep it up. We are in the show right now. You heard me? Salute everybody. I will see you tomorrow for Uplift Tuesdays, and I got some powerful messages for everybody to get in a better mind state, to get where we need to get as a people, and to make this country great again and better for our children and for our children's children. Thank you. Peace.
That's not gonna happen, cause niggas rather have jewelry. Tylenol got you nodding off, numbing the pain 4 hours later. You still feel the same, but now your body has a